Thank you for your patience.
Kind of keep false starting right here, but we're certainly waiting for the chief and the sheriff to show up so that we can get the latest on the situation, and perhaps we can get some information about the neighborhood search, the building, and what's going on in Redlands as well.
Yes, as you say, the intersection of Center and Pine in Redlands. Police there are assisting in serving a search warrant on one of the apartment units at that particular location. It has something to do with the shooting that happened today.
And we think maybe that's what held up this news conference.
That they were getting,
because this was scheduled for 4:45, and they've been pretty solid about starting on time. They were doing it at the top of the hour.
Right. One
time they slid by 3 or 4 minutes. Then the next time they slid by maybe 3 or 4 minutes. But this one...
This has been the longest. But it makes sense, because just in this since time we've been watching, probably the last half hour or so, we saw that you were watching us live, that movement that happened in Redlands, where they converged on this apartment building and are attempting to serve a search warrant. And we obviously feel that it has something to do with what happened this morning. Don't know if this is another suspect.
The video on the right, but we saw Randy Page, one of our reporters, jumping on the way. That's when all those cop cars started screaming towards the site.
And start going to San Bernardino Avenue, where they saw that black SUV, and that gun battle broke out. Police officer was struck, but fortunately he's okay. No serious injuries there, but a number of civilians, as we heard, were just frightened to death because their vehicles were struck, they said, some of them by bullets, and they had to really act quickly to get out of the way.
A couple of them said they actually thought they could hear the bullets whistling right by them.
And they said it sounded like 1,000 rounds, or the 4th of July.
4th of July.
That's some fireworks, but this was a real thing, right?
Yeah.
And this is not the 4th of July, this is December 2nd, almost the holiday season. Well, it is right in the beginning of the holiday season, which, again, you have to keep pointing to that tragedy of the families that lost at least 14 of their family members today, and it's just so terrifying and so sad to realize at this particular time.
And like so many things that happen like this, if you're not in the area, you hear about it, you watch the coverage for a day or two or a day or three, then the news cycle carries on and sort of slips away. It doesn't dominate. It never ultimately slips away, but it doesn't dominate, and your life goes on, and you think about those people perhaps on, every once in a while, certainly the anniversaries, the news cycle picks it back up again. But this has happened in our backyard.
Right in our
backyard.
That's
why we've been on the air all day since it happened, and we'll be on the air for quite a while this evening as well.
And this is